We are discussing Parbhani Kranti. We are discussing some important statements concerned to Parbhani Kranti, right? Listen this statement. Parbhani Kranti. Parbhani Kranti. Parbhani Kranti, right? It is produced by interspecific cross. Produced by what's a interspecific cross. Interspecific cross. Now listen this statement. Yesterday we discussed plant breeding for pest resistant plants. Yes or no? Plant breeding for pest resistant plants. Sir, in which plants you are going to see this pest resistant genes, sir? Which genes? Pest resistant genes. Source of pest resistant genes. I am speaking pest resistant genes, right? Source of what's our pest resistant genes. Sir, what are the sources of pest resistant genes, sir? Number one. First one, cultivated varieties. What, sir? Cultivated varieties. Okay. Number two, crop or wild relatives. Crop or what, sir? Wild relatives. Sir, cultivated varieties and crop or wild relatives, these are sources of what? Pest resistant plants. These are sources of pest resistant genes. What are the sources of pest resistant genes, sir? Cultivated varieties. And second one is crop or wild relatives. These are sources of pest resistant genes. Sources of what? Pest resistant genes. Go for the next topic. Plant breeding for improved food quality. For the next topic, plant breeding for improved food quality. Plant breeding for improved food quality. Plant breeding for improved food quality. Now listen the statements. More than 840 million people. How much? More than 840 million people. Billion or million? Million. 840 million people do not have adequate food. Do not have adequate food. Adequate food, sufficient food. Do not have adequate food, do not have sufficient food to meet their daily food and nutritional requirements. Is this statements okay? Right? To fulfill their daily food and nutritional requirements. How much food they require? They are not having that much amount of food. Who? More than 840 million people. Right? More than 840 million people. Right? To fulfill their daily food and nutritional requirements. How much food they want? Are they having that much amount of food? No, right? Therefore, more than 840 million people do not have adequate food to meet their daily food and nutritional requirements. Is it okay? Right. 3 billion people. 3 billion people. 3 billion people, right? They suffer from hidden hunger. Suffering from what, sir? Hidden hunger. Sir, what is the meaning of hidden hunger, sir? Hidden hunger means nothing but a deficiency of what? Deficiency of micronutrients, proteins and vitamins. Therefore, 3 billion people suffering from what? Deficiency. That is deficiency of what? Micronutrients. Deficiency of micronutrients. What more? Proteins and vitamins or vitamins. Is this statement okay? Right? Therefore, 3 billion people, they are suffering from deficiency of what, sir? Suffering from deficiency of micronutrients, proteins and vitamins. This deficiency of micronutrients, proteins and vitamins we are calling as what, sir? Hidden hunger. Hidden hunger. Now you tell me, sir, why these 3 billion people they are suffering from hidden hunger, sir? Why these 3 billion people they are suffering from hidden hunger? As they are unable to afford enough. They are unable to afford enough what? Vegetables, fruit, legumes, right? Fish and meat. Is this statement okay? Right? Why, sir? As they are unable to afford enough what? Enough what? Vegetables, fruits, legume. Okay, right. What more? Fish and meat. Sir, why we are speaking about all this, sir? See here, sir, they are unable to afford enough what? Vegetables, fruits, legume, fish and meat. Yes or no? Sir, all these they are rich in micronutrients, proteins and vitamins. 3 billion people, they are unable to afford enough. It means they are not getting enough vegetables, fruits, legumes, fishes and meat. As they are unable to buy, right, all this in enough quantities, right, they are suffering with what, sir? Hidden hunger. They are suffering with what, sir? Hidden hunger. Is this statement okay? Right. Now listen here. Now listen this statement. Diet which is deficient in essential micronutrients. Diet deficient in essential micronutrients. Essential micronutrients, especially what, sir? Iron, iodine, zinc and vitamin A. See this statement carefully. Sir, the diet, if the diet is deficient in what? Essential micronutrients. What are the essential micronutrients? Especially iron, iodine, zinc and vitamin A. Then what happens, sir? it increases the risk for diseases. It means chance of getting diseases will be more. If disease getting chance is more, then automatically lifespan decreases, reduces the lifespan. It affects the mental ability, therefore increases the risk for diseases, reduces the lifespan, right, affects the mental ability. When these three happens, sir, if our diet is deficient in essential micronutrients, is it okay, right? Therefore, diet deficient in essential micronutrients, especially iron, iodine, zinc and vitamin, right, leads to what, sir? Leads to, right, number one, what happens? Increases risk for diseases. Number two, reduces what, sir? Lifespan. What gets reduced? Lifespan gets reduced. Okay, right. Next, number three, affects mental ability. Affects what, sir? Mental ability. Affects mental ability. Is this statements okay? Clear? Right. Now listen this statement. Sir, we are discussing plant breeding for improved food quality, right? We are discussing plant breeding for improved food quality. Sir, biofortification. What it is? Biofortification. Sir, what is this biofortification, sir? This biofortification aims at producing what? Producing crops. Producing what, sir? Crops with higher levels of minerals and vitamins, or high proteins and healthier fats. See this statement. What is the aim of biofortification? Producing crops. Which crops? Crops which contains high levels of minerals and vitamins. Who is having high levels of minerals and vitamins? Crops. Which crops? Crops which are produced by biofortification process. Is this statement okay? Right. Therefore, crops with what, sir? Higher levels of minerals and vitamins, or high proteins and what, sir? Healthier fats. High proteins and what, sir? Healthier fats. These are main aims of what, sir? Biofortification. Therefore, biofortification is intended to produce a crop with high levels of what, sir? Minerals and vitamins, or high proteins and healthier fats. Therefore, biofortification is the most practical means for improving the public health. What it is? Biofortification. Is the most practical means. Most practical means of improving public health. Most practical means of improving what, sir? Public health. What? Biofortification. Is these statements okay? Right. Discussing biofortification, right? Biofortification. Now listen here, sir. Biofortification. What? Biofortification objectives. Objectives of a biofortification. Objectives of what, sir? Biofortification. Objectives of biofortification are improving what? Improving. What improving, sir? Improving protein content and quality. Quantity, what it is? Quality. Improving what, sir? Protein content and quality. Number 2, oil content and quality. Oil content and what, sir? Quality. Number 3, vitamin content or vitamin content. Next, number 4, micronutrient. Micronutrient and mineral content. Therefore, what are the objectives of biofortification, sir? In a crop to improve protein content and quality, in a crop to improve oil content and quality, in a crop to improve vitamin content, in a crop to improve what, sir? Micronutrient and mineral content. Micronutrient and mineral content. Is these statements clear? Is it okay? Right. Listen this statement. In year 2000, in year 2000, a maize hybrid was produced. What was produced? A maize hybrid was produced. Sir, this maize hybrid is named as a quality. Maize hybrid was named as a quality protein maize. What it is named as? Quality protein maize. Quality protein maize. Its shortcut is a QPM. What is the shortcut? QPM. Sir, what is the speciality of this maize hybrid, sir? In year 2000, a maize hybrid was produced with twice more amount of lysine and tryptophan. Lysine and tryptophan amino acids than existing maize hybrid. Already what maize hybrids are available, compared to that maize hybrid, the maize hybrid that was produced in year 2000, it is having 2 times more amount of what and what? Lysine and tryptophan amino acids. Is this statement okay? Is this statement clear? Sir, what maize hybrids are already present compared to that maize hybrids? The maize hybrid produced in 2000 year, right, contains 2 times more amount of lysine and tryptophan amino acid. Contains 2 times more amount of lysine and tryptophan amino acid. Sir, this lysine is which amino acid, sir? Lysine is a basic amino acid. Whereas tryptophan is a aromatic amino acid. Sir, we got this lysine and arginine in first year. Where? Histone proteins. Histone proteins are rich in lysine and arginine amino acids. This lysine and arginine are basic amino acids. Here what I wrote? Lysine and tryptophan. Lysine is a basic amino acid, whereas tryptophan is a aromatic amino acid, right? Now, is this statements okay? Right. Now, go for the next one. We are discussing plant breeding for improved food quality, right? Plant breeding for improved food quality. Take wheat. What's sir? Wheat. Atlas 66. What it is? Atlas 66. Sir, this Atlas 66 is a wheat variety. Atlas 66 is a wheat variety. Sir, what is its speciality? Sir, this Atlas 66 contains high protein content. Atlas 66 is with what, sir? High protein content. Who is having high protein content? Atlas 66. So, Atlas 66 can be a donor. Of what, sir? Protein. Can be a donor of proteins to what? Cultivated wheat varieties. Sir, there are number of wheat varieties. What we are cultivating? To these cultivated wheat varieties, who can act as a donor, sir? Who can act as a donor? Atlas 66. Why, sir? Because it is having high protein content. It means, this Atlas 66, what is the desirable character in it? High protein content. That high protein content present in Atlas 66 can be introduced into other cultivated wheat varieties. So, who is a protein donor here? Atlas 66. Atlas 66 is a which variety? Wheat variety. It's a wheat variety. Okay. Now, go for next one. Rice. What it is? Rice. Now, listen here. Having two varieties here. What are they, sir? Number one, iron fortified rice. Iron fortified rice. Okay, right. Second one is golden rice. What is the second one, sir? Golden rice. What is the first one, sir? Iron fortified rice. Iron fortified rice. At present, what rice varieties we are consuming? Compared to that rice varieties, this iron fortified rice is having 5 times more amount of iron. Having 5 times more amount of iron. Therefore, iron fortified rice contains 5 times more amount. Contains 5 times more amount of iron compared to normal consuming rice varieties. Therefore, compared to normal consuming rice varieties, this iron fortified rice is having 5 times more amount of what, sir? Iron. Is this statement okay? What are the next one, sir? Golden rice. It is rich in beta carotene. Therefore, beta carotene, right? Beta carotene rich. Sir, what is the use if it is rich in beta carotene, sir? Beta carotene is a precursor. Beta carotene is a precursor for vitamin A. Vitamin A prevents night blindness. Vitamin A prevents what, sir? Night blindness. It prevents night blindness. Is this statement okay? Therefore, beta carotene rich golden rice. Beta carotene is a precursor of vitamin A, right? If golden rice rich in vitamin A, automatically it prevents what, sir? Night blindness. Prevents night blindness. Is it okay? Right. IARI, Indian Agricultural Research Institute, right? Indian Agricultural Research Institute. Sir, where it is located? New Delhi, right? This IARI has developed several crops. Which are rich in what, sir? Minerals and vitamins. Which are rich in minerals and vitamins. See this statement, sir. Indian Agricultural Research Institute, it has developed several crops which are rich in what, sir? Minerals and vitamins. Sir, examples for this statement. Number 1, vitamin A enriched. Vitamin A enriched. Vitamin A enriched. Which crops, sir? Number 1, spinach. Number 2, carrot. Number 3, pumpkin. Therefore, spinach, carrot and pumpkin, which are rich in vitamin A, produced by IARI. Is this statement okay? Sir, spinach is a leafy vegetable, right? Carrot, edible part is root. R-O-O-T, root is edible. Pumpkin, fruit is edible. Is this statement clear? Right. Number 2, go for the second example. Vitamin C enriched. Vitamin C enriched. Sir, vitamin C enriched which crops, sir? Vitamin C enriched which crops, sir? Mustard, tomato, bitter gourd. And next one is bathwa. This bathwa is also called as chenopodium or chenopodium. Sir, this chenopodium or bathwa, it is a king of green vegetables. Sir, who is the king of green vegetables? Chenopodium. It is also called as what, sir? Bathwa. Sir, mustard, tomato, bitter gourd, right? Bathwa, right? All these crops are enriched with what? Vitamin C. These are produced by what, sir? IARI. Be careful with this statement. Vitamin C enriched these crops. These crops enriched with vitamin C, produced by IARI. Is this statement okay? Right. Next one is iron and calcium enriched. Iron and calcium enriched. iron and calcium enriched crops. What, sir? Spinach, and second one is bathwa. What and what, sir? Spinach and bathwa. Spinach, bathwa. Now see here, sir, we are discussing this statement concerned to IARI, right? Therefore, sir, IARI has developed spinach which is rich in vitamin A, which is rich in iron and calcium. Yes or no? IARI has developed bathwa which is rich in vitamin C and iron and calcium. Is this statement okay? Clear? Right. Therefore, this statement is concerned to what, sir? IARI. This is concerned to what, sir? IARI. Me doubt clarified, sir. Therefore, sir, IARI, that is Indian Agriculture Research Institute, it has developed spinach, right? Has developed what, sir? Spinach. Developed bathwa, right? Sir, this is spinach enriched with what, sir? Enriched with vitamin A and iron, calcium. Sir, bathwa developed by IARI. Bathwa developed by IARI. It is enriched. It is enriched with what, sir? It is enriched with vitamin C. Yes or no? And next one is iron, calcium. Is this statements okay? Right. Sir, here we discussed 3 cases concerned to IARI. First one is vitamin A enriched crops. Second one is vitamin C enriched crops. Third one is iron and calcium enriched crops. Okay, right. Now go for number 4, fourth case. Go for the fourth case. What it is? Protein enriched. What, sir? Protein enriched. Protein enriched what? Protein enriched beans and garden pea. Protein enriched beans and garden pea. Sir, protein enriched beans, I am writing broad bean. Broad bean. Number 2, lab. Dolichos, lab. Next one is French bean. Garden pea, you already know. What is the scientific name of garden pea, sir? Pisum sativum. What it is? Pisum sativum. Therefore, what is the fourth case concerned to IARI, sir? Protein enriched beans and garden pea. Protein enriched beans, what are they? Broad bean, Dolichos, lab, and what's our French bean. Protein enriched garden pea, what is the scientific name? Pisum sativum. Is these statements clear? Therefore, biofortification is a most practical means for improving public health, as it is producing plants or crops with high protein, healthier fats, higher levels of minerals and vitamins. So it is a most practical means of improving public health. Is this statements okay? Right? This is concerned to plant breeding for improved food quality.